are you?
I'm good. How are you? How's your stressful day going?
It's pretty good. I mean, I've had a lot of IEP meetings and stuff like that on this PLC day. You know, it's those Tuesdays, and we have that extra afternoon where you can just plan. But I have had a lot of IEP meetings. So it's been really stressful. You know, How about your day?
It's kind of why I came to you. I was just gonna tell you about Robert. He, I know that you've transferred him into my class, but he's been super disruptive, and I was just wondering if you could just take him back. I really can't. I know it sounds really bad, but I can't do it. It's really stressful, especially with the gifted kids and everything going on while I'm trying to teach. It just seems like he's always disrupting, and I don't have enough time to do anything. And it's just really stressing me out. So I wanted to see if there's anything we could do about just getting him into taking him back.
No, I understand that Robert is a very different child, and sometimes he can be hard to handle. But I put him in your classroom because I thought maybe that him being with those gifted kids and him being in your class would help him with his behavior issues. We definitely cannot change him to another classroom again because he really struggles with change as well. So changing him from pulling him back to my classroom or putting him in another classroom is definitely not a good option. And we can't just put him in the SPED classroom full time either because that is they need to be educated in a general education classroom setting as well. But I definitely think that we can work with you on trying to figure out what the best option is for his plan of when he's in the classroom and when he's out, and if we pull him in like a behavior plan and stuff like that. I definitely think we can work with you on that. Do you have any like specific concerns about his behavior?
Oh, he's just really been blurting out. He makes unnecessary noises, like he does a little, the armpit fart thing. He's just very, he just likes to get attention, and so I already have some students that if they see that, they're going to start doing it too. So it's kind of like I don't know.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I've been seeing.
That's the only he's just really disruptive. His anger issues have gotten better. Have you seen any of his anger issues much?
Well, today he kind of threw a chair at me, but it's okay. I only have like 2 bruises, so that's better.
I'm so sorry about that.
Okay.
No,
it's okay.
Yeah, that would have happened on a daily basis in his old classroom. We've been really working on him with that. He's just really struggled. He's got some problems at home, and so when he doesn't get what the teacher's teaching him, he really struggles and he just gets really angry really fast. So I definitely see where you're coming from. Maybe we can brainstorm a couple ideas to see what we can do about his behavior problem. Because from what I understand, that is the main problem that you're concerned with, is just him being disruptive and him disrupting your classroom environment.
Yes. I mean, he's a sweet kid, don't get me wrong. It's just, he takes a lot of work, and I don't know how much time I'm going to be able to have to do all these behavior things. Yeah. So.
All right, well, let me grab a notebook, and then we can brainstorm some ideas about what you think we should do. Okay, so I think maybe we could probably pull him for, like, math class, since you do have a lot of gifted students in your class. Maybe we could pull him for math class and teach him in the SPED room for math class, just so that your gifted kids can have that chance to learn without that disruptive behavior, since math is probably the hardest subject.
Yeah.
Do you think that would be a good plan?
Yeah, I think so. Also, I don't know, social studies time is super tough for him too. Maybe it's just like he knows his stuff. Like he'll say things, but he takes in onto characters really well, and that's when it gets super disruptive too. And I understand it's right after recess. So.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so maybe we could either put like one of our pairs that is not quite busy after recess. We could put him in there with Robert for that social studies time, or maybe we could try to switch like social studies and math around maybe. So when they come back from recess, he comes to our room. Okay. Maybe we could switch. I know switching a schedule is not an easy thing, but that might be another option we could do.
Okay. Yeah, we could definitely do that.
What about do you have a behavior plan in your classroom or like a reward system or anything that you use in your classroom?
Not really. I just kind of, I just give good feedback. I just say to my kids, you did a great job with all the hard work you did on that side. Just examples like that. I don't really give stickers or it's just super time consuming. I don't really have time.
So maybe we could do like a behavior chart type thing. I know I've had students in the past who really like Pokemon, as we gave them Pokeballs, and after like a lesson, if they did really well, we're like, okay, you can have 2 stars on your Poke chart today. Or like if they didn't do so well in a lesson, we'll be like, you didn't do so well, you blurted out a lot, like tell them what they did wrong, and then like they don't get a star, but like say next time if you are quieter, we can give you a star. Or like just some type of behavior chart that maybe keeps him.
Okay, sounds good. And I also know that we want to give positive feedback too. So how would you recommend that? I don't know how I would do that. Just I want to be able to call those good actions out and probably say it in a very clear way. I just don't know how to do that.
I think you could maybe like the behavior chart would be really well for like positive attitudes, but also just making sure that when he turns his homework in on time, just make sure you be like, good job, like you can have a star, or good job on turning your homework in on time. That's like the 3rd time in a row. Or just make sure you give him a lot of specific praise about doing his stuff on time, because that really makes him feel good when he gets feedback from a teacher, and it's not like, wow, well, you need to stop throwing chairs or something like that. When he gets that good praise, he really likes that.
He goes from 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah.
So.
We could also maybe do like a buddy system type thing where we put him kind of in like, not in the back obviously, but like kind of in a corner secluded, and have an open desk next to him where each day he gets a new person to sit by him, and they can like help him with his homework or help him understand the lesson if he doesn't quite get it. I don't know if you'd be open to that, like changing seats around all the time.
Yeah, well, I could just, we have like a system already in place where students are the leader of the line and usually have responsibilities that changes every day. So that could be one of the, just an added responsibility, just sitting with Robert.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we've got a really good list. Maybe we should go over some pros and cons of what it is before we actually make our decision.
Yeah.
So we could pull him, like I mentioned, for like math and maybe social studies, but we also do want him to be in the special education class, or not in the general education classroom more than he is in the special education classroom, just to be with his peers, and because him seeing the others behave well helps him to learn. You know?
Yeah.
We also said we could switch around math and social studies, but I imagine you have concerns with that, switching those around.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I think that we should just, social studies and math are the ones we should do. But if there's something, if you notice that, well, I still haven't noticed. I only have a couple days with him. This is why I'm just so.
Yeah.
But maybe as time progresses and I see how he is just naturally, maybe it's just the first couple days in my classroom. Yeah. So if anything changes, I could let you know. We could see if we could switch around another class instead of social studies.
I think the best option would be kind of to implement a couple of these, but like not like bad. We could definitely pull him for math and maybe put a pair in there for social studies. Does that sound good for you? And then maybe we should try to have you implement a behavior chart just to see if that helps, and if not, we can totally throw that idea out the window. But try it for a couple days and see if we see any changes.
Okay.
You like that?
So you said, so does Robert like Pokemon, or should I? How would I kind of find out what he likes to make a behavior chart?
I would honestly just we can have a meeting with him and see what he likes, just to kind of tell him that we're going to implement this behavior chart. Cool. But I think pulling him, this behavior chart, and just kind of continuing specific praise would be a really good idea.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right, sounds good. I'm glad you came.
So much better.
I'm glad you came to me.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, not a problem.
Right.
It was good to talk to you. I will email you about his behavior chart in a meeting and stuff like that, and we can get it figured out.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much. All right.